No green mana, unfortunately. This is okay. Let's stitch the cover up. So we got a turn to Revelry, turn 3 Stomper, and then possibly Heliod. And we get the full Revelry value here. And let's get a blue mana so that we can cast Memory Deluge down the way, or like down the road. Next turn we go Heliod, just a 4/4 blocker. They don't play the adversary, that's interesting. Next turn we can go Deluge. Dude, Heliod is such a cool card. I mean, this deck is probably not the ideal shell for it, but man, in a dedicated deck built around, I think it's fantastic. Really? Could just block a Swift Spear, but then actually I should have blocked a Swift Spear. It probably transformed. Should have transformed the Heliod on our turn. Yeah, I was hoping for an Azusa here. It's perfect. We already got enough lands. Let's just take another Stomper. This turns on our Stomper. I think given this line of play, blocking there was correct. Was good enough. Okay, we take 4 or 5 actually. Gain 3 mana back, that's good. Play another Stomper, and we have Devious Cover Up. I don't know, let's take another Forest. This is a nice position, we can counter something and then go Memory Deluge. Sure. Oh, that's such a good target. Let's get Revelry back. Perfect. And next time we get a free. Yep. We get the Revelry value. Okay, let's take a Dawn, another Deluge. Yeah, and I mean the Dawn is going to be able to just close out the game because we're gonna make 2 9/9s. Or if we find a land, even 2 10/10s. Just block like this. Easy. We'll keep the Stomper around. Oh, I think they misclicked. It happens. But yeah, this is GG. Just played at dawn. 2 10-10s. And it's actually enough attacking with the Stomper. There's no need to go in with the Seeker. And that's it. Worked really well against red aggro. Okay, what do we have here? We gotta turn to Absence into some ramp. I think I'm gonna keep this. We have 28 lands. We should be able to find our third land. Yep, there it is. Let's actually lead with Boseiju. Because if we draw something like a forest, we can play the Stomper instead of the treaty if we like to. We can go with the Stomper. Although the treaty gives us an earlier blocker. Let's get an island for memory delusion stuff. And then next turn we can go for a Stomper. Can go for a Stomper and have Fateful Absence open. Let's get a green mana here. So we don't have to pay life for green mana anymore. And I mean, Glistening Dawn next turn is just 2 7/7s. Wow. I think we don't block actually. Can start being aggressive here. Put this on the Stomper. Play the plains. Just go in with the Luminous Sky. And actually the perfect use of our mana here is to go Heliod and get the treaty back. And now let's get a second island. And next turn we go Glistening Dawn and we'll just wrap up the game here. GG! Oh my god! This worked really well. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's keep this. We got an Azusa, and if we find a second green source, we can even go turn 4 Glistening Dawn. It's still 2/4 for us. There's the treaty though. Okay, we're up against Selesnya Toxic. Okay, against Selesnya we want to get blockers down as early as possible. We don't have double green mana though, so we have to get that here. Unfortunately we can't go Azusa Weather Sea Treaty because, as I said, we only have 1 green mana. Okay, another green. So next time we can go Glistening Dawn, and we'll have 2 mana open to hatch one of those tokens. And we'll also get 2 blockers anyway. 2 extra blockers, that is. Ooh. I mean, this Farewell is insane though. It's an excellent top deck. Let's do this instead. And now we still got the Glistening Dawn line of play, but the threats are off the board. Shield Red? What? Okay. Shield Red is annoying. And we definitely want to try to block that. Now the cool thing is that, I mean, it's not relevant in this matchup, but these Phyrexian are artifact creatures, which means that they can't be killed by Go for the Throat. Okay. Let's go Reverie. And we hold on the Diva's Cover Up, as well as the token. Should we counter this? I don't think so. Not planning on casting a ton of spells here. Don't think we attack. We just chill. And we're really looking for card draw here. Yeah, this is something we should counter. Let's get another Farewell. Back into the library. We just want card draw. Thank you. Insane top deck. Absolutely insane top deck. I think we actually get aggressive here. We're at 15 life. We got another Glistening Dawn coming. We got more than enough card draw. We also get another blocker for next turn. Yep, that's 7 damage. We just pay here. Yeah, that's 8 damage, so let's block that actually. Now, the Elish Norn. Okay, yet again, Farewell Sailors, and we can even follow it up with a Glistening Dawn. This is so good. Hello. And we dawn. We make 2 10-10s. Oh, I love Glistening Dawn, man. It's so fun. Actually, yeah. Sure, and we win. Oh man, Glistening Dawn is a fast clock. Really fast. Okay. Let's mulligan this. I don't like this, but maybe we have a turn to Reverie. Possibly a turn 3 treaty. Man, this is really bad. I think we just go with Azusa here. Just get something on the board, and we really need an untapped third land here. Oh, come on! 28 lands! I hate this so much. Can't even draw a card with Reverie. This is so stupid. We only have 28 lands. I mean, if they'd counter this, it's just stupid. Okay, so we can enable the Stomper for next turn. What? They take the absence. Why? Huh. I really want an untapped land here so that we can go Stomper, Reverie. Sure, Fable. Untapped land, come on, 20 lands, thank you. Okay, now we get an island, so we can cast Cover Up and of course also Farewell. I suspect they have another Duress. Otherwise, the Farewell would be really good for us. Sure, the Stomper dies. Let's actually kill the Shaman. I think we just chill here for a moment. We can just block with this token or draw some cards. Right? Because if they cast something and invoke Despair, we're really far behind. This way we have a counter and then we can follow up with a Farewell if we like to. Now we just go Deluge. Okay. Taking our island. Now this is a... This is a tricky position to be in though. So opponent got 5 damage on the board. They can cast something like Invoke. I think the correct play is actually to pass, because if they ever make disappear, I think we were 100% dead. And this way, if they just deal 5 damage to us and, for example, put some more stuff on the board, we can go Deluge instead. Huh. Let's say they take the Farewell. What could we find? And they can still cast Invoke. But then we're dead anyway. So if we go Deluge, we can find Reverie, Listening Dawn. I mean, yeah, we We just let our opponent do this. They take the farewell, sure. We take 6 damage. We get to deluge here. It's another farewell. Yeah. Let's take a farewell and deluge. Big score, okay. And is there a point in exiling graveyards? I don't think so. So they could still counter this, which would then lose us the game, but we'll have to do it. Right, they could have a make this here. Okay. And I mean now if they have they've got an invoker just dead, obviously. Wait, they're missing a 4th black mana actually. Do they not have it? Oh my god, we live another turn and we gain 3 life. And we got another deluge here, so we have to find something. Glistening Dawn. Glistening Dawn it is. I mean, if they have a removal for those tokens, we're dead, but it's rather unlikely. They're obviously too big for cut down. They're artifact creatures, so they can't be hit by go for the throat, but they can be destroyed by an abrade. And the opponent does run abrade. What are I looking for? Do they have a removal? Oh, come on. Let me block! Let me block. Oh, we get to block. Okay. Cruelty of Gigs? Really? Oh wait, we just win. We have a non-10-10 coming in. Yeah, we just win. We just swing with 2 10-10s. Oh man, Glistening Dawn. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, this is fine. We got turn 2 Absence, turn 3 Stomper. Let's go Skrelv. Now we go Stomper and let's get our double white going for Farewell. just have to take the damage here a little bit more. But we go Headquarters, Stomper, and next turn we have Farewell available. Let's get an island. Fencer, sure. Go to 7 lands now. Let's attack. And I think the correct play here is to play Glistening Dawn. We got 2 7/7s. And if we don't have to crack them, we won't do it. Otherwise, right, if the opponent just, for example, attacks with Shield Red, we can just double block. And then we can follow up with Farewell. Right? And if you draw the Rand next turn, we can play Farewell and hatch one of those tokens. Oh, this is perfect. This is actually perfect. No attacks. Okay, we won't hatch the tokens because we want to Farewell here. Oh, this is fantastic. 8 mana. Exile creatures and enchantments. We leave the artifacts. We get our Stomper back and can hatch a token and attack with it. Let's get another island. Dude, Glistening Dawn is freaking sick. It's so much power on the board. Yeah, GG. Just too much power. Man. Yeah, this is a keep. I turn to Absence here. I probably want some more lands in the deck that don't ping you when you cast stuff. Okay, let's go like this. And then we follow up with Glistening Dawn. We get 2 6/6 thingies. I put a stop on our turn, so that if our opponent plays a Shield Red, we can remove it at instant speed. Yeah, there's Shield Red. Gain 3 life back. And I actually like this life gain, so let's just play another Azul's Man Journeys. And then we pass and we have a 6/6 up. Sure. Let's block this. I think that's worth it. So here we attack. And I think we got rid of the Shieldred with Farewell. We have a backup Glistening Dawn. I mean, alternatively, we could... Actually don't have to do that, right? We can also just play another Glistening Dawn, get 2 7/7s, and just pass. And next turn we can just overwhelm our opponent with these incubator tokens. Sure, that's fine. I mean, yeah, we'll just trade with the Shieldred. Easy. That's super good for us. And I mean, now we just go in. How much damage this is? One goes down to 6. Yeah, it's just too much. Oh, Glistening Dawn is so sick. What's up guys, MTG Matt for you, back with another video, and today we're going into the ladder with a Bant control deck, but it's very different from the usual stuff you see mostly from me, I guess, for Bant control decks, because this deck has a strong emphasis on ramping to enable our win condition, which is a new card from March of the Machines that I really like, and I will definitely also try it out in other decks in the future. And that one card is Glistening Dawn. Let me actually check. Yeah, this looks right. Glistening Dawn. Alright, Glistening Dawn is a 4-mana sorcery in green. And it's very simple. You incubate X twice, where X is the number of lands you control. So, for example, let's say you have 6 lands out and you cast Glistening Dawn. You will get 2 incubator tokens with 6 1/1 counters each. So, essentially, you get 2 6/6s from Glistening Dawn. And then, of course, you have to pay 2 mana to transform those tokens into actual creatures. Now, this card, I think, flies super under the radar. It's actually deceptively powerful, because the fact is, first off, you're putting a lot of power on the board for this 4 mana, especially if you ramp a lot. So it's not unrealistic to say, for example, you're at 8 mana, you cast Glistening Dawn for 4 mana, and you get 2 8/8s on the board. But the beauty of those incubator tokens is that they're not actually creatures right away, and I would argue this is actually an advantage to if they would come in as creatures right away, because what this enables you to do is to hatch those incubator tokens at the end of your opponent's turn, and in a way give them haste, right? Because they only appear on the battlefield once they can actually attack, and before that you just won't hatch them, right? So they have this inbuilt protection which makes them very resilient, and it's just a very fast clock. I mean, for 4 mana, you just put 2 8/8s on the board. You still have open mana to interact with your opponent if the time is not ready yet to attack. But then if the board is empty, or you can just pressure your opponent, you just hatch those incubator tokens and you go in with 2 8/8s, which are, again, protect against sorcery speed removal, right? Because you hatch them at your opponent's end step. Really powerful, really cool card. Definitely want to try this out in other decks as well. And then the rest of the deck is really just enabling Glistening Dawn by ramping a lot and controlling the game. So let's take a look. Speaking of the ramp package, we start here with Azusa's Many Journeys, the 2 mana Saga. Let's play an additional land, gains some life, and eventually a 3/3. Obviously, this is the best play on turn 2, right? You get out an early land and gain some life and a blocker. 3 copies of Sunset Reverie for some life gain against Aggro decks, making some blockers. 2 copies of Fateful Absence it's mostly here to deal with Planeswalkers and Shieldred, but of course this can also help against any other creature. Crucial, for example, against mono black when they run Phyrexian Obliterator, to get this out of the way, to then push through with your Glistening Dawn incubator tokens. Let me actually see if this is the ideal position. Maybe I can go down here. Maybe this is better. Then next up at 3 mana, we got just some more ramp, 4 copies of the Weather Seed Treaty. Also lets you get a basic land from your deck. Also makes a block on turn 2. And chapter 2. And chapter 3 is actually really cool in this deck, because chapter 3 gives a creature +X/+X for where X is the number of basic land types you control. In this Bant deck, this will at most be 3, but then it also gives the creature trample, right? And this is super cool when we have our big incubator tokens, like an 8/8, right? You can just give them trample with the Weather Seed Treaty and really push through for the last damage. Then we have 4 copies of Topiary Stomper as our second option to ramp at 3 mana. You know, at 3 mana just gives you another land, and then later, once we have 7 lands, this also is just a really good attacker, 4/4 Vigilance attacker. Then at 4 mana, we got our main source of card draw, 4 copies of Memory Deluge, 2 copies of Devious Cover-Up to have some counterspell interaction, and this also allows us to shuffle those Glistening Dawns back into the deck. And then we also run a single copy of Heliod the Radiant Dawn. This is really mostly in here because I wanted to try it out. Heliod's Enter the Battlefield effect gives the enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. And in this deck, this is actually useful because we can get an Azusa's Many Journeys back. Or more importantly, the Weather Seed Treaty, which is nice because, for example, we can get the treaty back to then give an incubator token trample right away, right? So we got that value there, and then of course we can transform Heliod for 4 mana into Heliod the Warped Eclipse. That lets us cast spells at instant speed, and spells we cast cost 1 less to cast for each card your opponents have drawn this turn. This card, again, is just more of an experiment in this deck. I do think it's a really cool card, and I want to try this out in other decks. Here's just a little bit of value, and if you can cast Glistening Dawn at instant speed, is obviously very powerful. Then at 5 mana or X and blue, we got Silver Scrutiny for some more card draw. Usually in decks that go really hard on ramping, you played all these ramp cards, right? You play extra lands, and then you just run out of gas and you can't do anything with your mana. That's why we have 3 copies of Silver Scrutiny and 4 copies of Memory Deluge to like never run out of gas. And finally, we run 2 copies of Farewell, because after all, we are a control deck and we also ramp quite a bit, so getting to 6 mana is rather easy. And Farewell can just be a reset button. If you set it up correctly, you can also go Glistening Dawn first, and then maybe the following turn when let's say you have 8 mana, you cast Farewell for 6 mana, clear the board, and then with the remaining 2 mana, you activate one of your incubator tokens and just swing in for a lot of damage. Concerning land base, we run a total of 9 basic lands to support all the ramp cards that search up the basic lands, such as Weather Seed Treaty and Topiary Stomper. And that's the deck. So again, I think the Dawn is a super cool card. I'm definitely gonna try it in other shells as well. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I see you guys soon.